All right, now we dive right into free traffic from blogging and from forums and question websites. What you're going to learn in this lesson, the basics of blogging for traffic and the basics of forum traffic methods. For blogging, it's very simple. You're going to write a blog, great content again, and SEO optimize it. Great content that is related to your topic and your squeeze page, and then include a call to action inside of your article that leads to your squeeze page. So in your blog article, let's say your product is related to dog training. In your blog article, you would write an excellent blog article that has great information and helpful content about dog training. And then inside there, you would have a call to action. Like if you enjoyed this dog training article, then you're going to love this full 5-hour how to make your dog do backflips training. So that's one example of how you can use a blog post to drive people directly to your squeeze page. But you must always remember to include call to actions in your blog post. Now for SEO optimizing your blog post, I'm not going to go into great detail about it because there's a lot of things involved in SEO and there's no time for me to cover everything on SEO and all these other traffic methods 100% in depth. So I'm going to tell you to check out Yoast SEO. Yoast SEO is a WordPress plugin. It's free. You put it on there and it will look at your blog and analyze it, and then it will tell you different recommendations and suggestions for what you should do. Also, when you sign up with Yoast SEO, they will give you an option of giving your email for a SEO checklist, and I highly suggest getting that checklist from Yoast and then going through it. Go through all of the items, and each of the items is pretty easy to follow, but there's a lot of different things that you have to look at to make sure your blog is SEO optimized. Check out Yoast, get their checklist, get the WordPress plugin, and it's going to help your SEO on your blog if you know absolutely nothing about blogging. And I know people that do different SEO services for people, and all they do is just set up Yoast on the person's website, and then they go through and then just follow Yoast as advice, because the WordPress plugin will give you different advice on what to do on the website on a blog post to optimize it for SEO. So Yoast SEO is a great one to check out. For forum traffic and question websites. For forums, I think it's pretty obvious. You'll find forums that are in your niche, related to the topic, related to the audience that you're targeting, your target audience. And you go into the different forums, you find different discussions where you can add good advice or something that you can post a link to your blog post that has great content. And in that blog post has a link to your lead magnet or your squeeze page. So when you use a forum for traffic, they usually don't like it. They almost always don't like it if you just make a post and say, hey, check out this, and then put a link straight to your squeeze page. It's much better if you find something that your blog post provides some helpful insights for. So if someone asks a question on a forum about dog training, and then you have a blog post directly related to that, and you can go on there and say, hey, here's some basic advice, write some simple things in the forum post, and then say, I wrote a whole blog post on it here, check it out if you want, and then just leave the link to the blog post in there. And then when people read and they see that you know what you're talking about, they're going to click through to your blog post. They're going to go check out the blog post and then hopefully opt in and subscribe to get the lead magnet. You can try to put links directly to your landing pages and squeeze pages, but be careful because you might get kicked off of the forums and then you have no chance of getting any traffic from there. If the forum allows you to put a signature with a link, this is perfect because then you can just put your link to your landing page or your squeeze page in your signature. So every time that you write a post on that forum, your signature is going to show up at the bottom and your link is going to be inside of there. And I've driven quite a bit of traffic, and I know my business partners have driven quite a lot of traffic using this method. And we would just spend maybe 10 minutes a day, which isn't so much. You spend 10 minutes, we have these different forums we're already members of. We already have a lot of posts on there. We're already known. Spend 10 minutes a day going in, finding a couple questions, answering them. Even if we don't put a link to our blog post in the answer that we give, our signature links are in the signature. So people can see that we've just provided great value, and then they'll see our link in our signature, and a lot of people will click on it, and then that will drive them to our squeeze page, and hopefully they download the lead magnet. It's more difficult to tell how many people convert using this way rather than paid traffic. With paid traffic, it's very easy to see how many people converted. With these different free methods, it's not so easy to see exactly how many people are converting. You can easily see the traffic, but you can't necessarily see where the conversions came from. If it came from the forum, if it came from the free social media traffic. So there's a lot of different factors that come into play, but just remember that you always want to give good content. And I'm going to keep harping on that for a long time. Good content, content rules.